Every time I do YouTube, something that's different. So YouTube did something different today. Caught me off guard, a little weird. It usually does the picture, but then it reverted to my overhead picture. So we'll see what picture comes through in the YouTube feed. Anyway, hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and I hope you're doing well today. It's about 6:08 according to the clock on the computer. A little bit past the 5 a.m. hour, but that's okay. It's 4:17 in the morning. I won't say it wasn't not due to the cats trying everything to do to wake me up so they can feed them. They did their best, howling, eating plastic, jumping around on the bed, trying to get me up. I was up a little late watching social media, of course. Anyway, this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show where we talk about Scrum and Agile in a tactical and practical way so that you can get home to your family and friends, have some fun, build product for your customer. And I'll do it without working 60, 80 hours a week with Scrum and Agile as tools, right? So Scrum and Agile are tools, by the way. We're going to talk about today. Today, I'm going to keep it short. Just got one topic. I don't know, might go off into a couple topics, but we'll talk about that. Test cases versus acceptance criteria. Kind of want to talk about that a lot because everybody kind of mixes the two together and they make what acceptance criteria is and test cases. Sometimes they'll say, oh, your acceptance criteria is your test case. Well, it could be. But there's a lot more to test cases than acceptance criteria. So why are they different? What do we talk about different? So the acceptance criteria is what the product owner uses to accept a story. And they're usually pretty high-level business, like, hey, I want to buy something via a credit card, or I want to use, and we'll use the case of a MasterCard. We'll talk about that one. So maybe there's an acceptance criteria for, I want to use MasterCard to purchase something, and that's it, right? So you would think, oh, okay, so I'll use a fake MasterCard number. I'll plug it in and purchase something. And that would be an acceptance criteria, right? Where a test case would be, okay, we're going to run a test case where we have MasterCard, we're going to run it through. But we're also going to try American Express, Visa, Discover Card, whatever else is out there, and it should not process it. So those are test cases where we're trying all these different things to verify that MasterCard purchase is the only way you can do it. So those are test cases versus an acceptance test with the product owner would just put a credit card in and process it and everything's good, or you get the okay, right? So there's a big difference between the two. And so many people try to combine the two. Maybe I hear why am I bringing this up? Because a lot of people are looking at requirements and stuff that these detail level things and writing them as acceptance criteria, but they're not really. They're test cases. They're practice test criteria. So like if your practice is to write your code so it's ADA compliant, or it is good on a iPad or something like that, or on different mobile devices, you usually don't write that as your acceptance criteria. You just say it's going to be mobile compatible, would be a general practice by the company. So you don't need to write that as an acceptance criteria. It's inherently known in how you build your software or how you build your product. That is part of the practice. Now you will build test cases that will verify whether or not the source ADA compliant. You build test cases whether or not it works on all the different mobile devices and which ones it works on. But that ain't part of your acceptance criteria. That is your practice of your company, which is a different thing. It's a test case, right, that you're going to run. And there's test steps that people don't get. People obsessed with all the different software out there. Well, one's different than another. They're all pretty much the same. They allow you to build test cases, test steps. Like you have a test case. I want to test for this. Here's the steps I want to run to get to that point to run that test case. You run it. If you have an error or something, the system will generate a bug in the software you're using, typically. But people think they're all different. I think they pretty much all run the same. It may take you a day or two to figure out the little nuances, what creates what, where, and when, but it's all practically the same. And then people say, I don't understand how it works. As well, it's just what you do. It's no different from documenting your test environment now. But I just want to say, so, your product owner will run acceptance criteria. If they have 1 million acceptance criteria, then it's probably 1 million stories. So I'll just let you know. If the acceptance criteria for a story shouldn't be very complex and very long. If it has a lot of exceptions or acceptance test criteria, you probably need to break your story down in more one piece, because there's more than one thing that need to be tested and verified. And you probably can build some functionality or business value different acceptance criteria, right? Maybe you have to put that into your system, and that's how you break your stories down. That's kind of why I'm bringing this up, because I watch teams who write these long, elaborate acceptance criteria in a single story, and I'm like, oh my God, did you code for all that stuff? I mean, really, there's lots of variables in there and lots of things going on, and every one of those things probably should be a separate story, so that's small enough that you can measure success or failure. It's small enough to do some troubleshooting if you have a problem. Like if you write the code and it doesn't work, you want to troubleshoot that one piece of functionality and not have to worry about the other 5 functionality pieces that you wrote into your story. And that's a big mistake I see teams make. So it's kind of just what I wanted to share. I did go to a Agile Austin. Apparently, they have a big coaching group out there. They did a meetup, and I joined their meetup and went to that. And today, there's a couple meetups today that are going on. There's actually a Lean Coffee, I think in Florida, in Tampa Bay. I go to that one at 7:30, which is not too far from now. And there's another one later this afternoon in York. I have to look. I just saw an email. York in the UK, I should say. And then there's some going on tonight. So went on Meetup the other day. Joined a bunch of meetups. Got to be careful not joining too many, because it's just information overload. And there's so many out there that you can join. So I wanted to share that with you. If you haven't joined, go on meetup.com, type in Agile, type in Scrum. Agile's a good word. And then search outside of your nearby facility, or you can just do your local. With the way things are going on, they're letting people join from all around the world. So there's lots of good Agile groups out there that you can join. A lot in the UK in the meetup world. There's a few across the country. I joined a few. Don't want to go too crazy, just because I don't like joining the group that I can't participate in, because there's so many out there. So that's all I have for today. What's today? Tuesday? I did pick up the kids. I didn't miss the kids this time. And I guess next time I'll share some of the rockets. The one rocket we bought, and we bought some magnets to do some Coca-Mentos experiments. So we'll have to figure that out, because he found that at a hobby store. So it was pretty cool. All right. Have a good day. Thumbs up. Ring the little bell. So when we talk about some Scrum and Agile stuff, send me some messages if you have questions and things you want to talk about. And maybe we'll do some load and capacity stuff. I think I did load and capacity before, but we'll see. I got a lot of PI conferences starting today, actually. I got 2 weeks of PIs. Product increments for safe PA planning. And don't necessarily agree with the way they're doing it. I'm going with it, the flow right now, and helping them out where I can. But we'll see. They're getting better at it, I think. I hope. All right. You all have a great day. Enjoy your day. And see you tomorrow. Bye. Happy Scrumming. All right. Be nice to everybody. Have some fun. Enjoy your day. And step up, walk around the cave every once in a while. See ya.